What's up, everybody? This is Gaia Prime from Nerdy Geek Talk, the source for all your nerdy geeky needs. Here with episode 23 of Steel City Bots. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm doing the intro this week and not Eric. Well, there's a very good reason for that, and it's that Eric is a butt, and he is not here this week. So, with that said, who do we have here? Let's see here. We've got SoundJack. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. And we've got Jared.
Hello, everybody.
All right. And Miguel. How are you doing?
Doing pretty well.
And I think that's it. Oh, right. Then we got Tanner. So, yeah.
Oh, this is this is going to be the best episode of the season right now. I can tell you that, audience.
Yeah, especially since I'm not going to be doing the rest of the hosting, so y'all don't have to worry about that. With that, I'm turning this over to SoundJack, so he can take control from here.
Yes, I am now in charge, and let's get this show started with going over our history lesson for the week. The day we are recording this is February the 12th, and on this day in 1950, Michael Ironside is born. So I'm going to ask you guys, do you know who that is?
I didn't until I read the show notes.
Same.
Darn it. I forget.
But I will say, he is Prime Ultra Magnus.
Yes, he is. Very prime. I don't know. I just love
how him voice Ironhide because of his last name.
Yeah.
That would have been great, yeah.
Yeah, but no Ironhide in the show, unfortunately.
There was a toy, but it was like Legends scale, I think.
That was a
Legion. Sorry, Legion.
Yeah.
Legion scale.
There was a deluxe one released in Japan.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
What was released in Japan?
There was a deluxe version of it released in Japan. It was the cup.
Yeah, we got it over here as cup.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Really? I need this toy. I'll look into it. Anyway.
Spoilers for next week. Maybe you'll be jealous about me, Gaia.
Anyway.
Yes. So, besides, for Michael, a little more on Michael Ironside. Besides Ultra Magnus and Prime, what did he do? He was Lieutenant Commander Rick Jester Heatherly in Top Gun. If anyone's seen that film.
Sure, I've seen it totally.
I'm trying to look. I'm looking at the wiki right quick to try to figure out what else he's done because I honestly don't know.
That's fair enough. Oh wow, Jared just put the picture of the toy in the chat.
Yep.
Oh, that looks really good. Why didn't we get that? Aww.
That's still the Legion.
Oh, it is?
Really?
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh.
Because it comes with an arms micron, one orange arms micron.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, he did that. He was in Total Recall. He did Darkseid and Superman the animated series and Justice League.
Oh, cool! I'm gonna have to rewatch that show and listen for that now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I'm
all.
gonna have to rewatch Total Recall now, especially that scene when Arnold's like ripping that thing out of his nose.
Get your ass to Mars. Oh, hey, is that? Oh, wow.
Oh wow! What?
That's him next to the cup we got.
Yes.
Why didn't we get both?
Oh no, we got gypped on a lot of things from Prime. Breakdown, Jet Viacon, Swerve.
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm.
What else, guys?
Silas Breakdown.
Yeah, well, just all of Breakdown except for the Legion figure.
Was there was a Unicron toy released, right?
Yes.
I remember.
Oh yeah, we got gypped on the giant head volcano thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't understand that one either.
That turned into armor for Prime and Megatron.
Why is Unicron the armor of Prime? That doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't. But anyway, I think we're getting sidetracked. So let's move on to what did everyone get this week. And because of how the show notes are organized, I am going first. And for me, This is going to be talked a little bit about in the news coming up, but a lot of the Power of the Primes Wave 2 have been showing up in stores, most notably at Walmarts. And I went to my local Walmart and I got myself a Rodimus Unicronus.
And I'm going to punch you through the internet. Because I went there yesterday and I just found disappointment and sadness in something else, but we'll get to that.
Like, honestly, I'm surprised I found it because, like, there was one Deluxe, like, one Legends, like, 3 Starscreams, and that was it, besides this guy all the way in the back off the bottom shelf. So I got incredibly lucky, honestly.
Our Walmart doesn't even carry, like, theater class size.
Oh, geez.
Mine does, but all of the leaders had their matrices stolen from the packaging.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you were sending pics in the chat.
And ripped them out.
Some people are just so inconsiderate.
Yeah.
If
how else am I
if you're
gonna
watching,
make a Matrix necklace like Galvatron did?
that's fair. But if that person happens to be watching, we don't like you. You need to stop that. You need to, like, seriously cut that out. That's,
Yeah, like this
you're a
one guy
disgrace.
I know who needs to stop doing that. This guy Eric Crownover. Now you may have heard of him.
Let's not accuse that's no bad.
Nah.
He's bald.
That's
not a crime.
being bald is not a crime. Stealing matrices from boxes you didn't buy is. It should be punishable by death, but I digress.
Yes.
It is in Lesbianistan, but anyway.
Yeah. But quick opinion on Rodimus Unicronus.
He's so pretty.
I
love purple.
He's so pretty. He's so much better than Rodimus Prime. He takes care of one of the 2 biggest complaints I have, and is that the colors match between the Hot Rod body and the Rodimus body.
I know.
And if you want to hear more about my opinion, you can go check my review that is currently up on SoundJack 426. Shameless promotion.
You know what? You're hosting. You got the right.
And I do, and I think I'm the first person to actually put up an in-hand review of this toy.
Ooh.
I think I'm doing well in my.
So anyone else that puts one up is just trying to be a copycat of you.
Oh, absolutely.
Copyright claim.
Just kidding.
Yeah, we're just joking. It's a joke.
Yes, he's a joke.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's still a wonderful toy. I love him so much more than the Rodimus Prime. Jared, what did you get this week?
I didn't get anything I didn't actually get anything in hand, but I did order 2 things. One would be Iron Factory's War Giant Set B, which is Iron Factory's take on a Legends scaled Bruticus. Set B is their top end.
You're kind of cutting out in and out, Jared.
Yeah.
You got he's. I heard
Together.
like Vortex. You're saying you got
I do,
Legends Vortex.
And what?
You were like going like in and out, like we couldn't understand you at all. Can you like start from the beginning?
Yeah. I got War Giant Set B from Iron Factory, which is, for those who don't know, Iron Factory's take on a Legends class sized Bruticus that class sized figures that combine to about like a liter class sized Bruticus. Set B consists of Vortex and Blast Off, the 2 arms. This is the final component, or the final set of the 3-part series or something like that. And yeah, I can't wait to get those things in hand and mess around with them and finally get this guy fully put together. It's gonna be awesome.
How much does each set go for?
Like $69.99, I want to say, somewhere around there.
Nice.
So yeah, pretty much like for my experience so far with this set, if you're looking for a third-party Bruticus, but you don't want to shell out like $600 on a figure or on the entire thing, this is a good replacement for it, because I think like the final total, for all the figures or all the sets, comes around like $200, somewhere around there. Like, top of my head right now.
It would be, if they're $70 each,
Yeah,
it would be $210
Yeah.
base. Then you've got, of course, tax and shipping for each individual.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's still really cheap for how combiners are, or for how much combiners are going for nowadays.
But does he come with a little shockwave?
Yes, actually,
no.
yes, he does. He does, actually.
He does.
Yep, the
Mind blown.
Set B comes with a little shockwave gun. It's not transformable, but Iron Factory did put out their own type of, or their own separate shockwave, and it's a good figure. I really like him a lot.
I see him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he do my husbando justice?
I don't know what that means, but
is it a good interpretation of shockwave?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Anyways,
Is it logical?
Yes, it is logical.
Excellent.
So, and that was just something you
that's not a
ordered
bad
and is on
impression.
your way.
No.
Maybe just
second-
a little high. Oh, sorry.
It's alright. Second thing I ordered is McToy's Thunder Menace. Yeah, I got it confused with Thunder Erebus. And that's pretty much a third-party version of God Bomber Optimus Prime. And I already have their one Megatron, so yeah, it's gonna be very nice. I can't wait for that. Can't wait to get that figure in my hands as well.
For those at home who don't know, like me, what's God Bomber Optimus?
It's Power Master Optimus Prime with the Apex armor.
Oh, okay. I think I know what that is then. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally wish Titans Return version had done something with that, and I think Takara didn't they?
Yeah,
they did. They did it better, and they never released the God Bomber in the US, even though we got their ritual of the Power Master Prime in a box set that most people probably don't have because that was a very small box set.
Probably better off. That God Bomber's not that good.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I remember back in the day, he used to be a 100% parts former, like literally everything.
Isn't he still a 100% parts former?
Is he? Wow.
No, the new one can transform. Actually, wait. No, the arms might parts form.
Yeah. I think something happens with the legs too because you can swap them out with.
Well, you can swap them out, but they
limbs.
stay together for the transformation. The arms, I don't think. Do.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's move on. Gaia, what did you get this week?
I wasn't on last week, so last week I got RID Warrior Class Bisque finally from Miguel. I am very excited about that. He is a good orange boy. His head, I don't know if it's some with all of them or just mine, has a tendency to come off. At first, it was like really, really tight, and then now it's just started popping off. But it's not like constantly. It's just like when I try to like transform him. But it's really good. I've already lost one of his blasters. Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm praying to God one of the kids didn't eat them because I saw, was it Fubuki last night was gnawing on his claws. So, shout out to Fubuki, my daughter. But anyway, I also got what was it?
He is a lobster.
Fair. She was gnawing on the claws. So, but I also got RID Twinferno, and he's pretty good. I'm glad I got him. He's not the best, but for what he is, he's pretty neat. He's also orange.
Yeah.
I got Movie 5 Hound, and I love him. He's great. Does anyone else have him by chance?
I did. I talked about him. Actually, I think I talked about him last week.
Is he kind of floppy? Is he like meant to be a little floppy? Not standy, but like his midsection.
Yeah, mine is.
Okay.
I don't think he's.
I know that makes him a little more movie accurate, but it's like.
I don't think he's too floppy on mine. I know his back panels. Sometimes I need to work.
Those suck.
Place.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like his hip swivel is kind of loosey goosey.
Oh no, it's meant to be like that. See, it's actually a nod to John Goodman.
It's not a bug; it's a feature.
I think mine's pretty decent, pretty nice. Like not like tight, but I think like a reasonable.
Yeah, reasonable amount to give. I agree.
Yeah.
Keeping things in sort of chronological order, not really at all. What else did I? Oh, yes. I also yesterday, I got. Wow. Yes, I got Titan's Return Thermidor. No, I got RID. I don't know where that came from. I got RID Thermidor. I had gone out to Walmart literally as soon as I woke up. I went out, I scraped all the ice off the van and went down to Walmart. Still in my night clothes, mind you. I just threw on some sweats and a coat. Hoping to God I'd find like Erodimus or even just one of the Titan. No, nothing. Just sadness and disappointment. But then I saw Thermidor and I was like, oh, well, you know what? This made it better.
Not a total loss.
Yeah, exactly. And then Michiru later on, she got air quotes, me, the Lego Luke's land speeder, but that's and I was trying to screw with Eric on the text last night, and I had said, oh, Michiru stopped at Walmart on her way home and got me something really nice. I said something to the effect of, sure am hungry, and I put 2 R's in there. And I was trying to like lead him on, so tonight he'd be all like, all right, Gaia, let's see it. And I'd be like, nope, didn't get anything. But Michiru took my phone from me and told the truth, and I am mad at her. Sometimes it sucks being 4'11", married to a 6'4" giant. It really does. But the one other thing I got, now this is tangentially Transformers in that it's a transforming toy. I got, I don't know what exactly the series is called, but the Bandai re-release of the old Digimon Digivolving toys. I got the War Greymon, and having had this toy growing up, playing with the original, I gotta say this is a great re-release and improvement. I'm looking at it right now, he's so beautiful. He's made of die-cast metal, he's got shiny bits, and the toy, there are bits that are different from the original, yes, but it's similar enough where I was able to transform to Digivolve. No, I was going to say transform for the sake of ease. I can't speak tonight. I was able to transform him back into Agumon without much difficulty. But that's all I got.
All right.
But I got some other stuff. But yeah, that's all the Transformer stuff I got.
All right. So next,
I think that's everyone.
Nope. Oh, well, everyone you got.
Oh.
Is that what you meant, Gaia? Because we are only halfway through our roster of show hosts.
Oh, right. We've still got one other person. Right? One more person, right? Miguel. Sorry.
How about Eric? We've got Death. And
oh yeah, Eric. Yeah, rest in peace, Eric Crownover.
Yeah. And by Death, I think he wrote down that he meant he's not here, but I just kind of want to mention it because I was just looking on Twitter and he's suffering. He got a 3-step changer bisque, and it broke on him immediately. Apparently,
he got what?
A 3-step changer bisque.
And then he said something else after that.
And then it broke immediately.
Oh my god!
I'm sure he'll relate the story next week, but I kind of just wanted to put that out there just to recognize Eric.
I gotta see that. I gotta open up Twitter right now.
But moving on, Miguel, what did you get this week?
Only got one thing this week, but was quite a thing. Masterpiece MP10B Black Convoy. I had talked about briefly last week how Amazon Japan seems to be clearancing out some of their Masterpiece releases, and the re-release of Black Convoy was one of those. So I scooped that up. Really nice. This release it just comes with Prime, his gun and his axe. It doesn't bring the trailer or roller or anything else.
Okay.
But really nice, good paint. I was kind of worried just because this is like, I don't even know how many what release of this mold it is, but I remember the re-release of Masterpiece Prime at Toys R Us this past summer, people were complaining about like the chest windows not closing all the way and like being loose. And this figure's perfect, like just as good as the like Hasbro MP10 that I have from like a few years ago. But that rounds out another one on the old Black Prime shelf.
But your list says, didn't you mention to us that in our chat that it came like with a list of like Black Convoys?
Oh yeah, because the older releases of the Masterpieces would have like a checklist almost of all the different versions of that character that had ever been released. And I looked at it, and I was like, yeah, I don't have any of these that are on this list. So I'll have to make my way through that at some point. But right now I'm just kind of focusing on molds that I really think are interesting and haven't messed with, like the Black Knight Optimus that's based off of the Japanese Age of Extinction mold has been one that I've been eyeing lately. That I found for a pretty decent price some places, so I might pick that up at some point. But right now, this one will tide me over as far as like the itch to get a Black Prime, because he's very nice and nice all black and teal and red with the giant murder axe. But yeah, that's all I've gotten this week. Yeah.
Very nice. And Tanner is the last of the hosts that hasn't gone yet, but Tanner doesn't get anything, so I guess we're just going to skip him. Is that right, Tanner?
Actually, this week, yes, but no at the same time, because if Digimon can make it on this list, then damn it, so can Gobots. Yes, that's right, we're coming at you with Super Gobots, Baron Von Joy in the half-transformed mode.
Tanner got something, and Eric's not here? What heresy is this?
I've been waiting for this.
Or in the shadows.
No, yes. If you haven't, like most of you probably don't have it, if you haven't got a vintage 1980s Super Gobots Baron Von Joy, I highly suggest you get one. Reasons why. Oh, I'll tell you what. This is probably the best Transformer thing that transforms ever. Because, you see, it appeals to so many markets. See, if you're a car guy, it turns into a Porsche 930 Turbo. That's awesome. Now, you see, if you're a fan of the best robot modes out there, I mean, hands down, the head sculpt is totally not just the front windshield and the roof of a Porsche 930 Turbo.
It's phenomenal. It rivals some of the Masterpiece toys.
Articulation. Wait until you hear this. Arms, reverse elbows, a little bit of forward elbows, but mainly reverse elbows. And then knees. It has knees. They're more like shins, but... Hey, the underrated shin articulation is something we need in more modern figure. It also has head rotation. That's a full 360 right there. Not many figures can do that. But also, it has a Gerwalk mode, which is always fun. But this figure has also paint detailing. Couldn't ask for anything better. It's all silver except for four little black spots of paint on the legs. And then the rest is stickers. But that's okay. But the one thing that this does have that is actually amazing, that nothing else has, is, and this is actually the bisque of the week too, because it has the Coveted.
Glorious.
Now, I mean, it takes a little bit to set up because of just how complex it is. But
he's all the
amazing Grabby Car Mode. Now, Grabby Car Mode, you can't see it, but if you were to see it, you would be just blown away.
We need to get that Grabby Car Mode as like the thumbnail this week.
Yes.
Impossible.
Send us a
I
picture.
will send a picture in the chat later when Eric can see this. But I mean, look at that. Now, Grabby Car Mode is.
You should send it to SoundJack privately so we don't spoil anything for Eric.
Yes.
Yeah. Believe when Eric sees this, he's going to be so jelly. It is not even going to be.
I'm jealous. So glorious.
And what makes it even better, I got this at a comic book store in a bin of other used things that were all crap. So this was the only good thing in there, and I paid a total of $1.
Awesome.
I'd buy that for $1.
No, just one singular dollar.
It's like the Price is Right up in here.
And I mean, this is a time capsule right here. I mean, this is the 80s.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, it's a 70s Porsche, but it's the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 70s Porsche, but I mean, it carried over into the 80s. It's got turbo on it. Okay, what else has turbo on it? Things from the 80s.
I don't know, but that's turbotastic.
It is. Also, it's got.
Turbo.
Yeah, I was gonna make a chrome joke because, it does not many things have chrome on it nowadays. But then last night came in and was like, yeah, we're bringing chrome back. I mean, Age of Extinction.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a lot of chrome in that.
Okay, but yes. So.
Yeah. So Tanner got something amazing.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Well, at the very least, it's the end of what did everyone get this week. So now let us move on to the news. First thing we got in the news list. Let us see. Oh, yes, we got in-hand sample photos of the Alien Attack Toys unofficial movie Optimus figure, which is apparently being called El Cid. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. This is the one with the wrong forearms, right?
I believe so. It also looks like it has a pretty bad head sculpt.
Also, you're complaining about your hound being kind of floppy. Get a load of this.
He's talking about the turbo.
Like a flat pancake.
Baron von Joy.
That's a JoJo reference.
They made things with metal back in the day.
Yeah.
Jared, you think your really big Optimus weighs a lot? This thing probably. This is probably 20 pounds. Easy, right here.
Well, die-cast metal is a lost art. But anyway, back to the Optimus. Back to the
die-cast is a lost art.
Yeah, I agree.
But anyway, back to the third-party Optimus. What do people think of these photos?
I can't get the link to work.
Oh,
there we go. I got it working now. Oh, just doing the wrong thing. Oh my lord, his hands look weird.
Yeah.
The toy looks good. The hands are that's like something I would draw. It's just don't get me wrong. The rest of the toy looks pretty darn good. It's just in this picture, his hands are tiny.
Yeah.
They're
ooh, the battle mask.
I kind of want to make a politics joke, but I won't. But
as much as I'd appreciate it,
you can save that for our political debate channel coming up. Cybertronian politicians and Cybertronian politics. It's where we discuss.
Oh my god, his head.
It's where we discuss various issues on Cybertron, like what are we gonna do if Ironhide ever runs out of liquid nitrogen?
What is his face?
Yeah,
what is his face?
You were saying the rest of the figure looked good besides the hands?
Okay, the hands of the face. Hands of the face.
Yeah, it feels a lot more like he's
put the shield on him.
He's really feels like he's wearing a helmet, and it's weird.
If you put the shield on him, he looks okay. I'm covering up the lower half. With the shield, it would look okay. Not perfect, but okay. Oh my god! I gotta get. It's staring into my soul. I need to get rid of this picture.
Yeah, Yeah, I've already moved off of that page. I'm just.
Yeah.
I appreciate the what it looks like is what kind of magic it looks like it's pulling off it to try its best to get a relatively clean transformation between robot and vehicle. Obviously, we mentioned the forearms are wrong. And that's because it has some of the truck front on them, and I think there's some panels on the back because of the smokestacks. But besides that, I didn't really see a whole lot of cable going on.
Which, as far as that's concerned, it's pretty remarkable what the toy can do. It's just a shame that some of the more iconic details, notably the face and to an extent the forearms, are so glaringly off model, based on the fact that the otherwise the figure actually looks like it looks like it'll transform pretty remarkably. It'll be a matter of people getting it in hand to see whether or not it's actually a good transformation and a solid build quality as far as the toy.
I'm going to draw a better face for it right now. I've got paint open.
You could probably build a better one in Minecraft.
Oh my, yeah, I did do a better one in Minecraft. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, as a person who is going in on these like third-party movie figures, I'm going with Unique Toys Prime. I am definitely going with Unique Toys version, like without a doubt. Like those images just solidified that fact pretty much.
Understandable. Very much understandable. Yeah.
And also, Unique Toys version, just in my opinion, has like silhouette-wise looks a lot better, and his backpack is like compacts a lot more from the looks of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I've seen the other images for the Unique Toys one a whole lot. Granted, I'm not like particularly interested in them, so I haven't been looking at them that hard. But you say the new Unique Toys one just looks overall better than this.
Yeah.
From what we've seen.
Yeah, and these are still just in gray model or phase photos, so
yeah.
The actual color images are, in my opinion, or from what I can see, are gonna be way better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait.
I think
so far.
Oh, guys, just working.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, I'm just talking to myself.
Okay. So moving on from that, another third-party news article comes from Planet X, and it has and they are showing us prototypes for their versions of the Fall of Cybertron Insecticons, Hardshell, Kickback, and Sharpshot. Obviously, they're not going to be called by that, and we don't have any names for them yet. But we do see the gray models. We see them all together, and we do also get to see all of them in their individual insect modes. So, what do people think of these guys?
Nice. I think they look real nice. And again, as a person who is going in on some of Planet X's Fall of Cybertron offerings, I'm most likely going to be picking these guys up. And yeah, they look pretty nice.
They look great. Wow. Yeah, I just opened that. Holy cow! I like. Gaia approves.
Well, I mean, it's the Insecticons, so that's kind of hard to do bad. Oh wait, I'm looking at you, Transformers Energon. Case closed, but these look pretty good.
I think that one looked good. I don't think it was portrayed in the show at all that well, but like the toy itself looks fine to me.
What's wrong with the Energon Insecticons?
What's right with them?
Okay, just because it's part of Energon doesn't mean it's automatically bad.
I grew up with Energon. I can riff on it. I sort of grew up with it.
I grew up with Energon. Energon was all right as a toy line.
Yeah.
Yeah, the toys.
I remind you that Optimus's trailer was literally a giant parallelogram with wheels.
Okay.
Yes, it was, and that was wonderful.
Optimus Prime is definitely
it wasn't
terrible.
Remarkable, but listen, Battle Ravage Wave 1
Might
Really
I
good
remind
stuff.
you that Ironhide's head was not. I mean, they didn't even try to hide that.
And it was show accurate.
I think the show was toy accurate more so.
Semantics.
Might I remind you that it had kicker in it?
I will defend Energon to no end, despite the fact that it doesn't deserve it, and Energon is, as far as its show, a garbage show. That's totally understandable.
Yeah, I mean the Autobots are kind of meh. Optimus is, in my opinion at least, Optimus is meh. The combining Autobots are meh. But the Decepticons looked pretty good.
It gave us that Megatron design, though. And
Yeah.
Energon Megatron is a great design.
That's a very solid design. But anyway, back to the Insecticons. Jared got his word in. Gaia got his word in.
Yes.
Her! Sorry.
I'm gonna punch you.
I deserve that one.
Anyway, I'm gonna send this in the group chat here. I just finished the Optimus face. If possible, let's put this in the video.
I'll just send it off and see what happens with the editor. But anyway, Miguel. Thoughts on these Insecticons?
You know, these Insecticons look pretty good.
Oh.
I'm sort of curious as to what size they'll end up being, because at least from the pictures, I don't know if they'll, like, I don't know how big, like, for whatever reason, the pictures make them seem kind of tiny, but that's obviously going by nothing, since there's nothing no other figures next to them to really give a size comparison. They look really, really nice. I like that bombshell design, or hard shell. So, having a figure represent it is nice. Not something I'd pick up myself, but definitely cool to see, especially for people who haven't picking up the Planet X stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see these in 1-to-1 scale.
I like every Transformer in 1/1 scale.
No,
Now,
I
1/1
mean
scale-
like 1-to-1 scale, like Kickback is literally as big as a grasshopper.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Eh.
So it'd be smaller.
I know. It would be funny.
I gotta agree. That would be kind of funny.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, 1-to-1 scale Grimlock.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
How dare you?
Oh, because then that means we need a 1-to-1 scale Primus.
Oh, I'd fund it. I'd fund it.
Hey guys, we're gonna make a new planet.
Hey. I mean, I'm already working on a Death Star. Wait, what?
Yeah, but that's a moon. We're talking about a planet.
That's fair.
Semantics.
Okay, in the original, I mean, if Primus is supposed to be the same size as Unicron in the original movie, I believe is only supposed to be the size of Earth's moon.
Oh.
Really?
I
Wait,
think.
how does that work?
If I remember the scale charts
Topics
correctly.
to be discussed in another show.
Okay.
I gotta agree. We're gonna devolve into.
Yes, we
chaos.
definitely should move on because we are done with talking about the Insecticons and move on to a very interesting article. This goes to all the way back to Thrilling 30.
It is the picture.
And the
Oh, what a good time.
back in the 2014 era. And the article is about what Orion Pax's retool is going to be. If you remember, there was a Thrilling 30 toy of Orion Pax Deluxe Class Scale. And a lot of the toys had retools. We never knew what or if Orion Pax had like a pre-tooled body that never got released. And thanks to Pete's Robot Convention, we now know the identity of what that figure was supposed to be.
Yes.
It was supposed to be retooled into a cup figure.
Actually, doesn't look that bad, to be
It
honest.
doesn't. It looks nice.
No,
I like
So
it.
we've
I like that
had
feel.
we've had a cup retooled as Orion, and then an Orion retooled as a cup, and then an Orion,
yeah, it's just a cyclical cycle of Orions and Orion Paxes and cups.
and then a wheelie way back retooled as Dion.
I'm not gonna lie, when I think it was Eric that first sent us the article in the group chat. I misread that, and I thought they said that they found out that the Power of the Primes Orion Pax is getting retooled into Cup, and it's like, wait, we're getting a leader class Cup?
Whoa.
That would be awesome.
I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And then this happened. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
What would Prime Cup be called?
Cup,
Okay, well, now, you see, that would fit as Swole Cup way more than Swole Ryan Pack.
Okay, so if the smaller robot would be Cup, then the upgrade won't have to be something bigger than Cup. It would have to be Teapot or something.
Well, no, it would be Cup and then Swole Cup.
What did he? No.
I mean,
Bigger than a cup. That would be a mug. That'd be mug.
Okay.
On a serious note, though, they could make like the smaller Cup based off of his Spotlight version, where he's like all frail and like zombified, and make the larger one like just the whole like Sergeant Cup type of thing. Sure, call them Cup and Mug if you want them to.
Okay. Yeah. But I think this looks pretty good, and if I understand this correctly, that it will be available, that the unassembled, the unpainted, unassembled leftover kits with the Cuphead will be made available for purchase at Pizza Robot Convention.
Oh.
So if you're going to that, maybe you want to get one of these if you want. Let me double check when that's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be in August. It's Robocon.com.
Yeah, Cup is like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of Transformers. He's pretty old, but he could still beat you up.
I thought that'd be Ironhide.
Yeah.
But I can see it for Cup, but I find that more to be Ironhide. Alright, the page is not seemingly loading for me, so I don't know when that's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be down in the southish kind of area. Not like Florida or anything.
If any of y'all are going, pick me up one. I'll pay you back, or you can just gift it to me, because I want one. It looks cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So I think we can move on from that. And then we're going to go to the next article. And this one I've been seeing causing some interesting questions come up. I'm just going to read the article title. Evergreen and Bumblebee movie lines to debut in the fall as part of coordinated brand refresh. So what this is about, Eric has the link for the T-Formers article in the show notes, but I'm just going to go ahead and hop on over to the... I think that's basically the original article from TFW 2005. And the T-Formers one goes into a bit lighter detail about everything they say on the TFW 2005 one. But basically, the most important takeaway from this entire article was that the CEO, Brian Golder, then about a week before Toy Fair, which is this coming weekend, so we got a lot to look forward to. But at he had some kind of interview, and the main quote that from this article to take note of is, "When we talk about our Bumblebee movie, it's really the focal point of an entire blueprint activation that will take place around Christmas time of year." There was like a paraphrase, and I think there was a little bit of paraphrasing just to make the quote clearer for the readers. But it continues, "And we will bring to bear all of the different strengths and power inside the blueprint to bring Bumblebee and Transformers to life at that time. So we know that there is an amazing array of entertainment with the beneficiaries of a lot that's in the world today, and we think our brand, like Bumblebee and Transformers, holds its own." The biggest question has been, we only know Generation Power of the Primes up until the end of the year. We know Cyberverse is going to be starting either late this year or very early next year. I think it's supposed to be late this year, right?
I believe it was late this year. I could be wrong though.
Yeah.
Late this year and early next year, I believe. And then I know definitely that Rescue Bots Academy is starting this year.
No, that one's definitely 2019.
Or is that 20? Okay, well then.
So then this one is starting this year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this has to be starting this year. And there's been a lot of discussion going on with this particular article about seemingly Hasbro putting more focus towards the kids with Transformers, which obviously they should do.
I smell Michael Bay.
And the fact, and the big questioning of what is coming with Transformers. Again, like I mentioned, Power of the Primes is not. We don't know if Power of the Primes is continuing after this year. We know Generations is continuing after this year. There were statements that's going to 2021, but I think the biggest question everything coming up seems to all be branded under this Evergreen Generations banner, and then the full article from TFW even shows off a new product of an RC Turbo Racer Bumblebee, which is clearly designed off of the Robots in Disguise Bumblebee, but is also clearly branded as this Evergreen generation, this Generations Evergreen banner with the Evergreen Optimus and Bumblebee designs on the packaging. So, what do people think about this?
I honestly don't know what to think about this. Yeah, I honestly no.
You got nothing, Jared?
No, I really don't have anything.
I don't got anything either.
So when did Walgreens take over Generations?
Starting in 2019, apparently.
Yeah. End of 2018, you mean?
End of 2018, start of 2019. Those usually are somewhat fluid since Power of the Prime started showing up last year.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. I guess a lot of our questions some of our questions may be answered at Toy Fair.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Though it may also be too early for that.
Say hi to Travis Bickle for me. Anyone get that? Yeah.
What did you say?
There's probably someone out there that gets that.
No, I don't. We might see some stuff for this new brand refresh during Toy Fair, although I feel like Toy Fair will probably focus more on this coming year's products. So, Power of the Primes, the Studio Series line, and then whatever brief stuff for the Bumblebee movie they'll show up now versus whatever will show up closer to SDCC and everything.
Mm-hmm.
This push that they're having with sort of this all-inclusive brand refresh right at the end of the year is really interesting. And then having Generations, based on all of the speculation that's been going, if Power of the Primes does result in a shorter run, since from that leak we already have pretty much everything for the first 4 waves of Power of the Primes known, well, as far as Deluxes, and then the first 3 waves of all the other size classes known. It'll be pretty interesting, especially with how on the Takara side of things they're doing the whole brand unification as far as a worldwide, both the Takara and Hasbro efforts. So
yeah,
the end of the year should be a pretty interesting time for Transformers. If Generations takes a step back from doing a lot of the clearly focused for fans, obscure characters, we're getting a Battle Trap, for Pete's sake.
Are we getting a new Tote?
I mean,
We
based on
should.
this, no, we should. We definitely Tote deserves a new toy, but I feel like
Toast.
with this new push, we might not see stuff like that for at least a bit. They may focus on doing stuff, while it might be in the Generation style of a more complex toy using these generic evergreen designs that aren't necessarily tied to a specific media property, albeit some media properties like Cyberverse will be using these designs.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my thoughts and feelings at this stage with everything that's going on. It's an interesting time for Transformers.
Yeah, it seems like there's this interesting synergy that seems to be trying to happen.
Yeah.
Which is
my psychic powers are telling me we might be about to enter a dark age. I hope not.
I don't think we're entering a dark age. It's just going to be it may be a drastically different, because we've been used to a lot of different variety of quote unquote universes to play around with. Because at the same time, we've had the IDW Generation 1 comics, the movies, and Aligned, which that in and all of itself had a lot of different things going on with Rescue Bots and Prime at the same time, as well as eventually Rescue Bots and RID, which are all quite different from each other, even though they're all relatively in the same universe. But if it's going to be, especially if like a lot of people... I've been hearing a bunch of speculation that since Unicron is coming in the IDW comics, that the IDW comics the current like Generation 1 IDW comics may be coming to an end soon. Maybe those will also be rebooted into this evergreen, kind of an evergreen series.
Yeah.
And if the Cyberverse cartoon is getting that, I mean, that's completely wild speculation on my part.
No, I mean, it makes sense with the fact that they're everything that we currently have is either has come to an end as far as the RID cartoon, or seems to be coming to an end with the finale of the Prime Wars trilogy, both the toy line and the Machinima series, and then the IDW comics seemingly approaching a finale event with Unicron appearing. It would make total sense if by, let's say, early to mid 2019, we have just an across-the-board brand refresh where everything is taking from these evergreen designs to be cohesive from all different channels as a franchise, which would be interesting to see, just as far as how well that works out for Hasbro, seeing as for the past few years we've had such, like you said, so many different universes playing around at the same time with different focuses on each, with like Generations getting, I think, the best treatment as far as a toy line, along with the movies, and then the sort of kid-oriented stuff in some respects taking a backseat. So moving back to a sort of kid-oriented, at least for the foremost thing pushing the brand is like whatever the cartoon is and the toys that are into the kids. It might be interesting just to see what innovations come out, and then if it gives us older fans at least a break from having tons of like Generations figures coming out all the time, I'd be welcome for it, because that means I don't have to spend as much money.
I would like, honestly, if it means we'll start to see like the variety of figures and like the number of stuff on the shelves that we did during the Unicron trilogy, how there was like just, at least in my area, I remember there being just like a whole wall of like all different deluxes and Voyagers, and it was a golden age. If we can get back to like how that was, I'm all for it.
I agree.
Because I honestly, I miss that feeling of wonderment going into the toy aisle and just seeing Transformers.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a lot
Can we
going on.
please not get a second Unicron trilogy? I swear, if we get a second one, oh god.
Hey, Cybertron was good. No,
Yeah, but the
Armada,
other two parts were, oh man.
If you say anything bad about Armada, I will technically nuke you with bisques.
Or I can just kick him from the car.
Look, I'm not saying Starscream was bad.
I will
He was actually
concede.
good.
certain elements of it, having rewatched it recently, Carlos, were kind of piss poor. But it's what I grew up with. I've got them nostalgia goggles. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway.
Before we
Sorry.
move on, I do kind of want to say, while we're all talking about like this whole complete brand unification thing, I don't necessarily think it's impossible or like even very unlikely that the kind of generations line we kind of expected is necessarily going away. It could just be that the packaging is changing, because we did get leaks of Deluxe and Voyager packaging using this Generations Evergreen design, and I already mentioned that there's going to be an RID styled Bumblebee remote car in this Generations line, in this Evergreen packaging. So maybe we're still going to keep getting various designs. It's all the packaging is just going to be the same or shared. It's just an option.
I'd be all right with that.
So we don't know. We'll have to wait till more to confirm. But these are our thoughts. And I think there's only one more article. Yep, one more article that Eric left for us. And that's the fact of Power of the Primes Wave 2 is appearing all over the country, apparently. I mentioned it during my Purchases of the Week segment. I got Rodimus Unicronus, the Wave 2 Leader class figure. We've got sightings of Prime Masters in Illinois, not at Walmart, but at, is it Major?
Meyer. Oh my God, Meyer.
I don't have those on the East Coast, so I'd never heard of that
Meyer.
store before before
Meyer.
Wave
Meyer,
2 Alpha
Meyer.
Trion and Alchemist Prime Masters appeared. Mayor, all right. We
Meyer.
also whatever. Meyer.
There we go.
Okay, so we got the Prime Masters at Meyer in Illinois. We've got Legends Wave 2, so that's Battle / Road Trap and Tailgate at Walmart's in Ohio. And we've also had Voyager Elita 1 and Hunger in California Walmarts, or Walmart.
Of course, they get Hunger in California first.
Yeah. So we've seen every single size class of Wave 2 except the Deluxes somewhere in this country. Which, that's interesting. This is like nearly 2 months before they're supposed to be out, but we're getting them now.
Although, in some cases, people have reported that the Walmarts refuse to sell them. Like, when they bring them up to the register, they won't scan, and then they'll be like, oh, these aren't supposed to be out, and they'll chuck them back.
Yeah.
I would, if that happened to me, I would actually, you know what you do in that case, if anyone's listening and that happens to you, threaten to call corporate. Be like, hey, listen, this merchandise was on the shelf, it was priced, and your employees are refusing to sell it to me. Yeah, you should do that.
I mean, that also may
Jared,
just be
so
the
you know
people
what
in
that
charge.
means, right? If you see any Hungers, hook me up.
I'm
Same.
taking one and running. I'm taking one and I am running.
I know.
Okay,
yeah.
well, could you do me a favor and take two, and we'll settle the rest later?
I'm taking Leader 1 and Hunger and
All right.
running.
I want my
both of
thick
those.
waifu.
I'm just gonna fill a card and say, no, I'm just doing this for an order.
Totally.
Don't ask any more questions, please.
Chat.
Goodbye.
No questions.
Oh.
Questions, please.
And at that point, I'll pull out in front of my Toyota Supra. You'll get in, and then we just kind of
Drive! Go, go, go,
I don't
go,
have a
go,
job.
go, 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 go!
It'll be like
Bye-bye,
Baby
dog.
Driver.
Steel City Bots doesn't actively encourage the theft of
We do
Transformers toys.
We do
Please
not.
purchase your toys respectably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, except unless you're Eric Crownover, which in that case, that's a pretty shady-looking guy. If you ever saw that guy, he's bald.
This is done.
Stop
strictly for
making fun of
comedic
bald
purposes,
people.
everyone. We do not.
I'm not making fun of bald. No, don't make it out though like I'm making fun of bald people. I'm not. It's just Eric Crownover.
Dinkelberg.
He is Dinkelberg. Did you know the crown over is actually an acronym for Dinkelberg?
Interesting.
Don't worry, there's a lot of silent letters. There's a lot of them, alright?
Okay. Anyway.
Moving on.
Yes, moving on. We're done with our news segment, so now it's time for the question of the week.
No, pretty pre-orders.
Oh, whoops. I did miss that. Thank you for that. Pretty pre-orders, very tied in with the news, this last news segment. All of Power of the Prime's Wave 2 are up and available for pre-order.
Woo!
So, if you do not want to engage in the store hunt and would rather just buy them online and wait for them to actually come into stock, probably in April.
Like a more civilized person.
And probably wait for them to ship to you in April. I guess you can do that, or you can go to the stores and be a terrible person and steal the toys out of the kids' hands.
Like
I do it.
Eric
Okay, I know.
Crownover.
I mean, if you're interested in that Rodimus, you better just maybe try picking it up in stores, since most online retailers are charging like $65.
Yes,
for
that's
that
true.
Leader.
Oh, God, highway robbery.
I remember this one time Eric and I were out on a toy hunt. He saw this kid with something he wanted. He went up and he punched him in the face.
I doubt
It's
that's
still-
true.
I highly doubt that. And
And then he bribed one of them with candy. And then he stole the candy back.
okay, now the bribing with candy is something I might actually try. But I digress.
Disclaimer. Steel City Bonds does not encourage bribing little children with candy to get Transformers.
I do.
Additional disclaimer.
Kidding.
Do not believe most of the things the Tanner says.
Oh, no.
You
all
can
the
trust
stuff
him on
about
the
Eric.
fact that he got
Especially
a
about
Baron
Eric.
Von Joy toy. You can trust him on that.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everything else, I think you should question it with a grain of salt. Or take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, but
Tablespoon
have
of
you
salt.
guys saw Eric? What do you think he's doing right now? Do you believe that he's actually exhausted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's lying to you.
And how would you know?
It's like the Michael May of this show.
He's writhing in pain over his lost fist.
Anyway.
I sent him a tweet of warning.
You know how many bists he actually has?
Wait till
Over 9,000! Oh, God,
Yeah.
that's a dead.
Oh, well.
It's an oldie but a goodie, I feel.
Yeah.
I did actually send him a tweet of paying respects off the Steel City Bots account. If anyone wants to check that out.
Yeah.
I already saw it.
I'm awful.
But now we can move on to the question of the week.
That's my segment.
All right.
All right. Which Transformer series from your youth would you like to see Generations tackle after G1? And that question is from Steven Eidher. I think that's how I said that, right?
Yes.
Eric's answer is I want multiple generations at once, but if I had to pick one, animated. Honestly, anything other than G1 would be refreshing. Honestly, I gotta agree.
Yes.
For me, I mean, I grew up with the Unicron trilogy, so I'd love to see mainly just Armada and Cybertron. But if they wanted to try and bring back the deluxe class Power Links toys, where they can combine with each other, that would be great. That would be really great. I'd love it.
I mean, if they can do it as well as Battle Trap and Road Slash, I'll be happy for it.
Yeah. I mean,
It
would be
Road Trap and Battle
refreshing.
Slash. Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to see those because we got a taste of that with that Generation Starscream, Armada Starscream,
Yes. But
and
also,
I'd love to see more. Honestly.
But-
There's also
and Combiner Wars Megatron.
the Universe Hotshot. That
yes.
Huh?
In
wait.
2008, they redid Hotshot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now that's too old, so they need a new one of that.
That also wasn't a good toy, entirely a good toy. So they could redo that.
I mean,
and while they're at it,
If they've ever gotten Jolt right.
no. Another thing to throw in there is Armada Blur would be a really cool design.
Oh,
to see,
yeah.
especially with the hover car.
He was a cool toy, but he was kind of lackluster in a few spots.
Can we get a new Armada Wheeljack? Thanks.
Yes,
I
we
would
should.
like it. I just want all the new, like, give me all, like, if I had to pick one, it would be Cybertron, but I would also just want all the minicons updated, please. I love the minicons; they're so cool.
Ooh, yeah.
Same.
So
That's
it
the
seems
one
like-
thing. That's the problem with the Armada Starscream update and the Armada Megatron update. They don't have their minicons.
Oh, I know. That was horrible. And
I mean,
I
at least-
don't mean that separate.
At least they have the hard points, so you can always just, like, if you find a loose leader
Ooh,
one
ooh,
or
wait.
Swindle.
Okay.
True.
Okay. So Megatron, Armada Megatron, his minicon is named Leader One. Now you know what Leader One is? A Gobot. Now, you know who else is a Gobot?
Baron Von
Baron
Joy.
Von Joy. And you know what he has? The secret third mode of Grabby Car Mode.
I
AKA
will
the
not
coolest thing ever to exist.
I will never get sick of the words Grabby Car Mode.
Me neither.
I think that's the title for this week.
I think we've got a title.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's another note here that Eric wrote. That's the last question we have, so we'll be asking for more soon. Keep your eyes peeled, everyone.
All right, so we're going to be asking.
And you should send them to me too, because since this is my segment, it'd be great to have like my own stock I can keep separate and secret from Eric. That I can put in.
Oh boy! When Eric hears
Be
that,
afraid. Be very afraid.
did you ever give an answer?
No. What I like Gaia new SoundJack. I would like to see Cybertron redone into a Generations line. Because I grew up with Cybertron and I already got Make Toys Galaxy Meteor, which is their take on Cybertron Starscream. So I'm already going in on like updated Cybertron figures. So yeah, I would like to see Hasbro do a updated Generations Cybertron like mini series or something like that.
I would love a Voyager class size version of that Starscream. That would
Def-
be so great.
That was
Well,
good.
actually, the Galaxy Meteor, he is about Voyager sized.
I need it even more now.
I thought it was closer to Leader
I can grab him real fast and show.
because I thought I heard that he was like roughly just a tad shorter than the Cybertron Leader Megatron.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm still on the call, but Skype isn't open. So if I suddenly disappear, you know why. I'm going to try
Okay.
to restart reopening. What the heck? Okay, that was weird.
Okay.
It's a ghost.
We heard everything, so you didn't disappear or anything.
No, I mean, I know. 'cause
Alright,
you guys
so-
were- Oh,
Here he
wow,
is
yeah,
about
that's
foot to foot level with Nitro Zeus, and
pretty
he's a bit-
good.
he's bigger than a Voyager.
Yeah,
Smaller than a Leader, though, definitely.
Okay.
He's ultra class.
No.
Oh, I missed the
I
days
wish
of Ultra
That
Class.
Nitro Zeus is pretty pimpin', dude.
Yeah.
How much would Ultra Class be if they were still going on now? 35?
Yeah, probably.
Well, Ultra Class. Oh man, I haven't heard those words together.
That's a name I've not
Well,
heard in a long time.
Though also aren't like in terms of scale, Leader Class more like Ultra Class sized figures.
Yeah.
That's sad to think.
However,
Yeah.
they have. However, like they're not ultra class size. Like they don't feel ultra class at all whatsoever. They don't have the actual like the stuff and like the innards of an ultra class figure, like electronics and whatnot.
That's also true. So they're cheaper than Ultra Class.
Yeah,
Well, not cheaper, just the economy made everything more expensive.
yeah.
Yay. Anyway, so everyone gave their answer, right?
No.
Oh, Tanner.
Oh yeah, Tanner, sorry.
All right. So, thanks, guys. But I would love to see Beast Wars. Beast Wars is great. So, and it's probably because animated, I would say animated, but the toy line's already really good. I would say Prime, but that toy line's already really good. Beast Wars, however, is still, in my opinion, somewhat dated. I mean, they're classic, but I mean, come on, they are a bit dated.
They're lacking in certain areas.
Yeah.
They
But
can benefit
so
from the improvement.
so yeah, that's why I choose Beast Wars. And also, I mean, just think like there are some figures that I really feel could have some awesome. I feel that there are some characters that could have some awesome figures come out. Like if we got a new Rampage,
Ooh.
like imagine that. I mean, like Tank Crab Mode. Oh, that's just awesome.
That would
And
have
then,
to
like,
be a leader class.
Like just like we need a new Tarantulas, aka one of aka best character. And a
Underrated.
new Inferno, like Beast Wars Inferno. Love him.
We need a new baboon.
We do need a new baboon.
Yes, don't give us
He turned
just the main
Let
cast.
me guess.
Give us the
He turned into a baboon.
A mandrill.
And tomato potato.
Yes, don't give us if it's Beast Wars, don't just give us the main characters. Give us the toy exclusive characters too.
Yeah.
Like, give us like that one Transmetal 2 figure that turned into a flying squirrel. Look, flying squirrels are cool.
Give us Buzzsaw.
Well, that's just a Redico of Waspinator. That's easy.
That's Waspinator, right?
Give us
Yellow
Transquito.
Waspinator, yes.
Give us Transquito.
Yeah, I have a Transquito too. That bug mode is buggy.
There's also a triple changer, which is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, he turns into like this weird
An
scorpion.
antlion.
What?
An antlion, apparently.
Well, no,
Antlion. I thought that was one from Half-Life. Those are real?
Yeah, they're creatures. They inspired Pokemon.
Oh.
Oh, and also, could we get like a new Beast Wars character that turns into a grasshopper mouse and have him be like a companion to Rat Trap? Do you guys know what a grasshopper mouse is?
No.
No.
Coolest rodent ever. Okay, it is a mouse that for food it hunts and kills scorpions
Oh my god,
and
I love it already.
tarantulas and then howls like a werewolf after it's done doing that.
It goes.
Oh, I think.
Where does the grasshopper part come in?
What?
Where does the grasshopper part come in?
I mean, I'm looking it up.
You
It's
have to
right.
ask it.
I assume it has long legs.
No, it doesn't. It's just it's a regular looking mouse, but it has this chemical in it that takes the scorpion's venom and it actually turns it into a painkiller.
Mhm.
Oh my
So
god.
it's like the coolest thing ever.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is.
And they're adorable.
It sounds adorable.
I'm reading the wiki page trying to figure out why it's called the grasshopper mouse, but it's not telling me anything.
Because reasons, that's why.
Just the Kool-Aid Man is red.
Yeah.
I mean, we also got like the peacock shrimp as a thing. And it's not part peacock, it's just got pretty colors. But anyway, moving on. Random quote of the week.
Oh, hey, wow, my segment. Cool. Okay, so as we all know, Eric Crownover is not here. So that is why I offer this quote of the week. This comes from, I'm not sure of the episode's title, but it's the episode when the Autobots and Decepticons had been on Earth for so long that they were running out of cybertonium. By the way, great name right there. And so they started malfunctioning.
It's on.
And
It's on.
Megatron
It's on
and Megatron, aka Eric Crownover, his voice box went, and Starscream, aka me, said this. He's blown his vocal component. I guess that makes me the new leader of the Decepticons.
And then you fly off and crash into a pile of Energon cubes, then?
Beside the point. But yes, so the reason I chose this quote is obviously because Mega Crown Erictron over.
You tried
is
too
not
hard.
Here,
You tried
and this is a victory for me. AKA Tanscream.
No.
You can't just put a word followed by a scream and have it become a meme. That rhymed, and I didn't mean for it to.
I was about to say.
Hashtag meme scream.
What have I done? What have I done?
Well, I mean,
the
there's some
Streisand effect. No.
If Grabby Car Mode wasn't the title already,
in the naming
I'd
contest here, I think Mega Eric Tron Crown.
we're not making
Tron.
this a contest.
No, we're not. No, I was not going there. I was not going to go there. I mean, it just rolls right off the tongue.
Totally.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, this week's mascot. And this week's mascot is...
Has been changed to Baron Von Joy in Grabby Car Mode.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's our mascot for the week. Eric's not here. We make the rules.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Yes, we are in charge.
Yeah.
And we're going to debut a new segment. I didn't get a chance to mention to everyone else before the show, but I talked it with Eric before the show last week that this would be a good thing to do. It's a new segment called Cool Customs, and it's just like going to feature like a cool custom that's been floating around, and then we're going to share it on our social medias so you all can see it too. This week I actually have two. The first one is just because it's the first, we can show what kind of stuff can be shown on this cool custom segment. The first one is I'll share it in the chat so y'all here can see this. Why do I keep saying y'all?
Y'all, I'm rubbing off on you.
I've been living in the South too long. That one
Y'all.
is the first one. That is a customized Power of the Primes Crasher from the Gobots. More Gobots. Based off of the Power of the Primes Jazz mold. But
yeah.
the really interesting thing is it uses the back of the Jazz body as Crasher's front, and it actually looks very
Oh my god, I see
similar.
the second one.
It's very similar to her original toy, and I'm very pleased by that. And I was taken aback that works so well.
Oh my god, this one.
Yes, and what Gaia is talking about is not actually a custom, but a Digibash. But I'm going to allow Digibashes in here because they can become customs sometimes. But I'm especially showing this one because when I first... Oh, sorry. I forgot to mention who made that Power of the Primes Crasher custom. That was at Moggy Z Partis. Or would be that Moggy Spartus. Anyone here know how that would be pronounced? Yeah, it's going to be on our Twitter.
No.
It's going to be on our Twitter, so you'll be able
see.
to see it there. But the second one is a customized Digibash of the Titans Return leader. The Titans Return leader class Sky Shadow, or that's Overlord. That's the Overlord body. Digibashed into Armada Tidal Wave.
Yeah, all right, there you go. Another good point of Armada.
Yes.
Can we see that leader class tidal wave Hasbro get on it?
Please. We got the Voyager one, but the leader one would be the real treat. But again, like I said, I think I said this before I got distracted by myself forgetting who made the Crasher Gobots custom. But this one was so convincing in the Digibashing, I thought it was a legit custom.
It's glorious.
It is.
It mimics the Tidal Wave was 3 separate boats by using the nose cone section
The Dark Fleet.
to recreate as a separate vehicle, and then the back half of the jet body and then the tank make up all the 3 bodies, and they can all still combine obviously into kind of an aircraft carrier kind of a thing, and then turn into a very nice looking Tidal Wave robot mode.
If I were good at painting and customizing, I would do that to my Overlord, definitely. Or by another Overlord
Yeah.
attempt to do that.
Wave smash.
Tidal wave. Tidal wave.
But and that Tidal Wave custom Digibash was made by @speed_freak01. And again, both of these will be shared on our Twitter, and that is going to move us into the end of the show. And that is going to get us...
Wait, real fast. Do you guys want to hear a story about Eric? This is the story of when Eric first met Tidal Wave in the Transformers Armada game on PS2. Here it goes. On one fateful night, Eric started playing Transformers Armada on PS2. He then met Tidal Wave. He then spent the next 2.5 hours screaming nonstop. The end.
Good story. Believable story.
Cool story, bro.
I don't
10
trust
out of
you.
10.
I don't trust that's an actual story, but I would believe it if it was.
I would argue.
Well, I mean, in the game, it's like stormy, and then you see Tidal Wave coming on, and you're like, ah!
Yeah.
The same way that Amityville Horror is based on true events.
Mm-hmm.
No, except these are actually 100% real.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe say.
But anyway,
Getting very warm in this shark onesie.
oh yeah, you are in a shark onesie right now.
Yes, I am dressed like a shark this whole time. I have been in a shark suit, and none of you have known.
Well, my
Oh,
my
God.
awesome transition has been ruined. Thanks, everyone. No, I'm kidding.
Woo!
But since we've got these great customs we want to show off on Twitter, let's talk about our social medias. We do have a Twitter at Steel City Bots, which is there's also a Nerdy Geek Talk Twitter, so you should follow both of those to keep up to date with everything Nerdy Geek Talk does. There is also Steel City Bots Instagram, which is mostly me posting. I'm trying to catch up on posting photos to that. But Tanner, you should definitely share a photo of Grabby Car Mode to the Instagram.
I will send it to you because I don't really want to screw up my account like I managed to do with everything that I'm on.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I can post it for you. And then you may be listening to this podcast on YouTube. If you aren't, we are on YouTube, but we are also on a lot of podcast services, such as... does anyone know the actual full list? What, Jared?
iTunes, Stitcher.
We're on iTunes, Stitcher. Those are the only two that are popping up in
There's
my head at the
more,
moment.
I know. I'm going to guess if there's a service that streams podcasts, we're going to be on it. So check those out.
Oh,
Maybe not necessarily everything, but again, I don't know everything, but I think we're also on some Apple service. Well, that may be
That's
iTunes.
iTunes.
Yeah, that's iTunes. I thought there was something else like Apple Play or Google Play or something.
Google Play, I think.
that sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can find the podcast in a lot of places. But as for individual people's social medias, Jared, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Jared Proko. That's where I'm at all the time, pretty much. If you have any questions, ask away. And if I am present, I will try to answer.
Jared Broco, you know he's always loco.
Tanner, where can people find you?
Okay, well, you can find me on Twitter at Optimus Prime, and you can find Baron Von Joy at OneGrabbyBoy at ask.com.network.
No. Okay. Please make that a thing.
Please. Someone that knows
It's
coding.
also on
get on
Yahoo
that.
Answers.
Gaia, where can people find you?
Well, you can find me on Twitter. Usual disclaimer: I like and retweet some. That said, you can find me at Shingeki.ass and brand new thingy. Well, I say brand new. I've been doing it for a little while. I'm actually going to try and start streaming a little more. Knock on wood. But so you can find me on Twitch at Spook Troop Streams. Now that is spelled funny. It's spelled SPOUKE TROUPE, and then streams, all one word, all lowercase. And yeah, so I'm gonna try and, like I said, do some more streaming. Right now, it's just Minecraft because I can't get stuff. I don't have other games. But if you could get me some games, that'd be great. Make some recommendations, and yeah. Also, if I could get some original art, because I'm using someone else's picture of Kome for my art, and I feel bad about that. So if I could get some original either Kome or art of me put as my picture, that would be wonderful. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Miguel, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Logos Minor. Usually, but lately I've been tweeting out more stuff, and I was looking at it, and the last thing I tweeted about was that Digivolving line that Gaia got the word Greymon from to wrap up this Bandai-centric episode. They're making a Guilmon from Tamers that turns into Gallantmon. So that's exciting. I'm excited.
Yeah, nice. I was never into Digimon as a kid, so I'm just like, oh, neat. But you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. You can also check out my Tumblr, but I'm not usually there. All of them at SoundJack 426. Like I mentioned in the video, I do have a Power of the Primes Leader Class Evolution Rodimus Unicronus review up on my YouTube channel, so you should go check that out. I also have a bunch of other reviews and a few different things going on there. This past week, I talked about the Titans Return cartoon in my own podcast called SoundJack's Rambles with Eric. Actually, he was on that. So go check that out if you want to hear us complain about that cartoon.
Holy crap, guys. Breaking news.
What?
Saberhorn. The Super Bisque has been spotted in stores.
What?
Jeez.
Wait, where? Link source.
The Twitter. I'm going to retweet it.
Right.
From the Steel City Bots account. We have confirmation. Super Bisque has been spotted in stores.
What the hell? Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting way to wrap up this podcast. Ending, even though we don't have Eric, noting about Bisque. But that is all from us. I'm struggling to remember how Eric ends the podcast. Oh, whatever. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and have a good night.
Bye, Anara.
Peace.